Hey everyone, thanks for joining. Of course, back here with Brandon. Got a pretty awesome video. We're going to be doing some financials. Maybe not the most exciting, but hey, pretty fantastic, Icanic financials. If I say so myself. First things first, Brandon, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, good, good. Things are good. Summer around the corner. I know I've been saying it for weeks, but I can't wait. Hey, I get to hopefully improve my awful golf game. But
There you go.
going through it here, I can almost just throw it to you. Do you want to go over kind of the highlights, and then I already saw some questions. I'll just kind of ask you as we go.
Yeah. No, I think. Listen, I think this was a great quarter for the company. Obviously, the quarter ending end of January, and so for us, 2020, as we said before, calendar 2020 was a year to kind of get our foundation right. Progress for us, you're going to see an improved gross margins. Progress for us, you're going to see certainly increased revenue both from the previous quarter, but then I think also more importantly that same quarter of last year, right? And so the increase that you saw on the top line was huge. I think it was 63% growth. The gross margins went up dramatically, and so we're very excited about that. Really, it just shows us that our hard work is paying off, right? It was really, how do we improve our gross margins, really build that foundation for us so that 2021 calendar can be a year that we can just kind of bolt on and really grow, but while doing it with our kind of superior gross margin profile.
Yeah, well, incredible. And let's talk about some of the things that happened to kind of, I guess, improve what you guys did. I mean, gross margin increase, from 16% to 41 is not a small increase. Do you want to talk about some of the things that went into kind of making that happen?
Yeah, I think that again, it gets back to our three-pillar system. In this case, how did gross margins really improve in kind of this quarter? It was really based on two things, right? The first being our vertical integration, right? So really bringing our own cultivation online. Our cultivation team has done a fantastic job. Not only getting our cost per pound down dramatically, but also growing some amazing stuff, right? And so taking that cost, which is the single largest cost of good input, down from $1,800 a pound to $1,100 a pound, right? That's huge savings when you're talking about the single largest cost of good input into the overall supply chain. So, bringing our flower cultivation in house was a big driver. The second component is really kind of integrating our technology, right? And as we've said before, technology and automation is a huge factor for our business. And in this quarter, compared to that same quarter a year prior, you really saw the impact of it, right? Being able to manufacture consistently at a low cost per unit, but then also having the ability to kind of scale efficiently, right? Not only did we improve gross margins, but you also saw growth in the top line, right? And I think that we're only able to do that with that consistent output, which for us is automation and technology.
Yeah, and that was the next question I had. Hey, 1.7 million to 2.8. I mean, how do you guys find that extra $1 million in revenue? If you can talk about it at all. We had questions. Is it marketing? Is it new products? Is it a combination? Would
Yeah.
love to kind of just get your insight.
Yeah, for us, we're very fortunate in the sense that historically our demand for our products at retail has outstripped our capacity, right? And I think that it's a very good position to be in because it shows that people appreciate your end products, right? Now, when you're doing all of your own manufacturing, like frankly speaking, a lot of businesses aren't, right? They're using outsourced manufacturers, which decreases their overall margin. We made a commitment early to kind of bring that all in house. We wanted to kind of control that. We wanted to take advantage of that margin opportunity. But obviously, that doesn't happen overnight, right? And so, a testament to the team that they've been able to really get that manufacturing process in place and now actually be able to deliver the products that our consumers want. And so, that was the biggest reason for the uptick, is actually being able to scale efficiently with our automation and technology allows us to hit those top line numbers.
Yeah, awesome. Well, great problem to have when you can't keep your product on the shelf.
Yeah, not,
So
not knock
that's
on wood, right?
exactly. That's fantastic. So I guess the other questions we're getting are more of how can we keep this growth? So I would love if obviously without giving anything away, and I know you can only chat about so much, but maybe let people know what you guys are doing to try and sustain some of this growth or grow even more.
Yeah, yeah. I think in many ways it's growth both organically and acquisitively, right? So it's no secret that 2021 we are looking for strategic opportunities to take advantage of things we see in the market, right? That are creative for shareholders. But even just organically, we're launching new SKUs. We are hoping to kind of get our we're calling them our pocket tarantulas, which are people call them dog walkers, people call them half grams, people call them minis. But it's basically playing to that side of the market that is looking for that smaller size where they can kind of use those products more. And so it's a huge part of the market. I think last year in California, that represented almost 50% of the overall usage, right? And so for us to take advantage and to target that demographic of the market is huge. We think that those products are going to sell very, very well. The good thing is that it's not anything different, right? People are used to our products, and now we're simply offering them in a smaller size, which is more convenient, and it's what the market is kind of demanding. So new product innovation is going to be huge for us organically, and then I think looking outside kind of where we are today, continuing to take advantage of the opportunities that we see in the market to bring on like-minded partners is really what we're referring to them as, partners that can help us grow together, that we can really take advantage of the synergies, the economies of scale, and really kind of focus on our strengths.
Yeah. Oh, awesome. And I know we'll probably do a future video talking about kind of what goes into an acquisition, partnerships, things like that. I think we could definitely do a video talking about that, and obviously some New York stuff coming up. Anything else around the financials you wanted to talk about? I mean, overall, pretty amazing quarter, huge growth, 16% to 41% gross margins, 1.7 million to 2.8 from a revenue standpoint. Pretty great highlights. Anything else that you wanted to cover?
Yeah, no, I think that the exciting thing about this is that it doesn't include the growth that we're expecting from our move to Concord, right? These financial results do not include that, and so again, I think we can expect great growth coming. But for us, again, it's always gross margin focused, right? We're never going to grow carelessly or recklessly, right? It's always with our gross margin in mind. And now that we've built this platform in 2020, 2021 is going to be an extremely exciting year for growth, knowing that we can do it responsibly, efficiently, and do it well.
Yeah, awesome. Well, we'll leave it there. I invite anyone who had any questions, please drop them below. Definitely going to do a Q&A video coming up. Would love to get your guys' questions involved. But Brandon, thanks so much for joining.
Yeah, likewise. Thanks, man.